This is my brand new Vibraphone. If you had told me 7 years ago I would own both a Marimba 1 Izzy 5-octave marimba and also a Marimba 1 Vibe, both paid in cash, paid in full, owned by me, I would have told you you're dreaming. And dreaming is exactly what I did with the 1 Vibe because I've wanted this instrument for 5 years. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you might remember that video that I made 5 years ago of the Marimba 1 Vibe, first generation. You can check it out over here. Marimba 1 sent me that 1 Vibe to check out and I was so excited. Because I love everything about my beloved Marimba 1 Izzy. I mean, it even still has the old logo. This thing has been with me since 2016 and it still sounds amazing. And the 1 Vibe is basically everything good about the Marimba 1 Izzy's and all other Marimba 1 marimbas put into a Vibraphone. Now I know what you're thinking, Adam, you don't even play Vibraphone. I've never even seen you upload a Vibraphone video. Why would you buy a brand new Vibraphone? And actually the honest truth is I've been setting aside money for a Vibraphone for the last 5 years. I've been saving slowly and just putting it to the side, waiting for the time where I could get a really good deal. But being a Marimba 1 premier artist, Marimba 1 helped me so much by getting this instrument to me with a really good price thanks to an artist discount as well as my artist credit, which I've accumulated through all these years of promoting Marimba 1. Thank you so much, Marimba 1, for doing that. It's so nice to have this instrument here. Well, to be honest, as I've been saying, I've been promoting Marimba 1 even before I was an artist, and it's just nice to have my very own Marimba 1 Fortress. So the price was the first reason why I bought this Vibraphone. The second reason is because I want to write more Vibraphone music, namely Vibraphone solos, but also Vibraphone and marimba stuff. And the third reason why I decided to pull the trigger on a Vibraphone after 5 years is because I'm also thinking of eventually expanding the studio to a larger space into more of like an academy so that I can also provide group lessons and do more things with the studio space. I mean, I love this space very much. I've loved it for the last 7 years, but it is starting to get quite crowded, as you can see. So it will be nice, and I've been trying to accumulate instruments so that when I do open this academy, there's already a bunch of instruments available. Now you might notice a few things about this 2023 Marimba 1 Vibe. The first thing is, well, it's silver. So I went with the silver model, and I also went with no motor. I've never actually seen the no motor one in person, but I didn't get a motor because 15 plus years of playing percussion, I've only ever used the motor on a Vibraphone twice, and they were for ensemble pieces, and it was literally for like 4 bars or something. I just turned the motor on and I played some notes and it went woo, 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 woo. Not saying the motor's not useful, it's very important in a lot of contemporary music and jazz music, but I just don't use it. So if I could save some money by taking it off, then that's great. And if I ever do need a motor, well, I'll just borrow someone else's. But yeah, not having the motor, in addition to saving the cost, it's also just a lot cleaner looking. You can see there's no mechanical stuff, there's no power cord hanging over here, there's no fans inside the resonators, it's all straight through, so you're always getting full sound all the time. It's a lot less fussy because you never have to worry about those fans, and also it's just a little bit lighter as well because you don't have that big box over here. So again, I do like the Marimba 1 motor very, very much, but I just don't really need it. So this is a really good option for people who want to save money. Not many companies do a no motor option. We've also got the new 1 Vibe logo, which is this clean logo. I think this is a lot cleaner looking than that squiggly 1 Vibe thing that they used to have. But yes, if you saw the install at the beginning, one of my favorite things about the 1 Vibe is that it's really easy to install. So usually the harp is just one piece, so you don't need to take off any of these rails. Then there's just the 2 resonators, the center crossbar, and then the pedal with the strap. One of my favorite things is this strap mechanism. I'll talk about that later. This is a 2023 model. I believe it was built fresh April this year, so it has all of the newest features, which are very small, minute things. Okay, so one thing I noticed immediately is that there's green string. Now, this green string thing, I'm on the fence about it a little bit because I didn't know I was going to receive green string because all the pictures have black string and all my friends' ones have black string. I'll be interested to see if any of my friends' new ones have black string. But I believe this green string is a homage to Deagon's. I think Deagon Vibraphones used to have green string. I've seen a few with green string. I don't hate it. It does look kind of quirky and kind of cool, but I would have preferred black string. But I might just change it anyway. I might even change it to red string. Second thing I noticed, there's a lot more felt lining than in the 2018 version and even some of my friends' 2021 versions. There's felt everywhere now, and this felt over here is definitely new because it stops the wheels from hitting it when you fold it up. I think that's just really novel, and it doesn't cost much to install things like this, so good on Marimba 1 for thinking of that. The pedal, in line with about 1 or 2 years ago, now has the M instead of that old 1 Vibe logo, which I think looks much cleaner. Maybe I would have preferred it to be just all black, but I do like that all these details are laser engraved, they're not painted on, so it's not going to get scratched away. And we do have the strap, once again, the famous strap. So some people hate the strap mechanism, some people prefer the old version of having a pole, some people prefer those really long Deegan style pedals. I much prefer the strap because it's a lot easier to adjust on the fly, and it also means that when you're folding it up, you don't have this big stick sticking out of nowhere. So it's definitely easier in my opinion. And also this clip is huge compared to the old ones. Have a look at this. It's like much easier to press together because it's double the size and it's got these massive thumb pushers. But yes, the gas lift is still one of my favorite things across all Marimba 1 instruments, also because these numbers are the same as those numbers. I generally run like 90 on the Marimba 1 Izzy, but on this one, I have been hovering around 89 and 90. I can't really tell. But just to give you an idea of how strong this gas lift is, look, it's so easy. I'm literally just pushing it with one hand and it just supports its own weight. And this is basically centimeters off the floor. So close it. These clamps are done really well. They're really tight. This one needs to go up a little bit more. Yes. But yeah, you can see how I'm doing this literally with one hand, and it's so easy compared to having to do it with Yamaha and those other ones where it just goes poof. Everything else is the same, all the little details that I've enjoyed, like the wheels with the whole raised wheels look, the JDM wheel look. I really love this. The brakes, really easy to do. You can do them with your fingers. It's so simple. The frame ends are all aluminium, not wood like some manufacturers. So it's rock solid, it won't rust, it won't age. And it just feels really nice with that powder coated feel. Oh, another thing I noticed is that the cover that it came with, which is this cover, is actually the same material as the Marimba 1 Izzy cover. So this is more of that ripstop material. It used to be that really nice plush felt material, but now we've got this one instead with the Marimba 1 logo embroidered in. This is actually not bad. I mean, it's definitely more hard wearing than the old cover, but it does look very industrial. You know, at least you get a cover included. You don't need to pay extra. Did I get cases for this instrument? Absolutely not. As much as I love my cases for the Izzy, which I feel like it's very important to have the cases for that, for this instrument, because it's so easy to disassemble for me, I personally just prefer taking it as it is, and I just wrap the bars up in either blankets or I put the bars in my Izzy cases, the bar bags for my Izzy, because it's just so much more convenient. Thought about getting the cases, but again, you do need to pay extra for cases and they tend to take up more space when you're not using it, so I decided to just opt for standard Vibraphone. And everybody asked me why I didn't go for gold with motor, like go for the best of the best. Well, I just wanted to try something different, and I think this is good enough for me. And also the sound of this instrument, this sounds amazing. It's like such a clean sounding instrument. Oh, it sounds so beautiful, so beautiful. So some people say some Vibraphones are warm, some are cold, some are clean, some are dirty. So on the Vibraphone scale, with all the Vibraphones I've tried, I find, for example, the Matza M55, a lot of people use that for jazz stuff. That Vibraphone is on the warm side. It's got a lot of character, but it's not clean. So if you want to do like contemporary stuff with it or classical stuff with it, it's not the best. So the One Vibe has a really clean, predictable sound. No matter what mallet you use, it's very clear. So it lends itself to a lot of genres. Like you can play it with pretty much anything. This Vibraphone is tuned to 442, but I know some people get it tuned to 440 for jazz applications and stuff like that. And yeah, unlike the Marimba 1 Marimbas, there's no grading like enhanced, premium, or traditional with the bars. It's just everyone gets the same bars. So actually, this Vibraphone is really good value. So yeah, today I just wanted to show you the new Vibraphone because I'm so excited about it. The fact that, I mean, look at this picture. The fact that I have a 5-octave marimba and a brand new Marimba 1 Vibe, and these are both brand new instruments that I bought in cash, all by myself. We've come a really long way, but I wanted to say thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for supporting me, because without you, I couldn't have come this far to be able to afford 2 of my favorite instruments in the world. It is such a privilege and such an honor, and I can't wait to record stuff on the Vibraphone. It's gonna be really great. I'm gonna make a simple solos collection for the Vibraphone very soon. And yeah, I'm also gonna record my new Vibraphone duo, Orange Sunset, with this Vibraphone and my friend Maddie's Vibraphone. We're gonna record them together and it will sound sick. But yes, if you wanna hear more Vibraphone sound clips and you wanna see more of it, make sure you hit the red subscribe button below to keep up my uploads. You can also follow me on Instagram, The Studio Family. I post a lot of reels nowadays, and you'll probably get a lot of Vibraphone spam over the next couple of weeks. Also, let me know down in the comments below if you've got any questions regarding the One Vibe. It's a really great instrument. I'm planning to spend more and more time with it over this week to try and get familiar with it, but it's just been so much fun. And I'll see you next week for another episode of The Studio. Good night.